Minstrel Song is a remake of a 1992 classic PS1 title. With this new re-release of the remastered version, you now can experience the game in douche, francais, español, italiano. Or you can just be a hillbilly like me and play the whole thing in English.
Ew, that's disgusting.
Let's not forget the original epic battles against gargantuan enemies using magical light powers. And they even cleaned up the muddy graphics to make it look and feel like a new game. Ooh, numbers, numbers, numbers! They attack you 20 times!
What the heck?
And this is our review of SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered International. To thank the publisher for providing me a review copy of the game.
It was developed by
Red Arts Games
and published by
Yeah, this dusty old title right here is scheduled to be released on December 9th to the PlayStation Store for that amazing price of $44.99.
I can't tell you how psyched I truly was to see a Square Enix game being featured on the Bean Farm. I've played Squaresoft games even before I even know who or what they were. I have memories of secretly sneaking off to Walmart and buying Final Fantasy I for the NES without even knowing what it was. I knew it looked like Dragon Warrior from the screenshots on the box, but I really had no idea how huge of a world I just unlocked or how unending this fantasy really would be. Fast forward 10 years later, Final Fantasy VII released for the PS1, and I remember calling in sick for work just to pick up my pre-order from KB Toys as soon as they opened that morning. The Secret of Mana, Breath of Fire, Chrono Trigger, the list of smash hits I played throughout my youth from this publisher is truly epic. I never spent much time with the Romancing Saga series, but I do know it has a cult following out there, so I knew the game would be pure nostalgic bliss, and it would take me back, like way back, like too far back actually, like back to some memories I kind of wish I'd actually forgot. And I do feel like I gotta be upfront and outright with this and go ahead and clear the air, because I still find it extremely hard to believe that they named this game Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered International, which sounds more like a catalog description than a modern game coming to my current-gen console. The original game released in 1992 on the Super Famicom as Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song and was a 3D remake of the original game that included many of the Saga series' trademark elements, such as the glimmer and combo mechanics that was considered to be the apotheosis of the series when it first released. I only really assume that somebody out there just loved this stupid bard character, because Square spun off a number of remasters and remakes of the Romancing SaGa based on this minstrel character. I guess I just don't get it. I really don't get it. The game itself is intentionally difficult, targeted at veteran RPG players with a huge learning curve for new players. So much that they put in this creepy little doll character in each one of the towns to help guide new players to the game mechanics and RPG acronyms, because it just really ain't that intuitive. Here, hold my hand, little guy.
Here, take my hand. Come on.
Now, I sunk multiple hours into grinding my character's levels, thinking that I may be able to get the upper hand in these random encounters, like other RPG games. Especially these damn impenetrable slimes early in the game. I thought the slime was supposed to be a low-end character, and somehow my melee attacks were just ineffective. Until I grinded the levels for about an hour, I was just able to survive these basic encounters.
Yay!
Congratulations, you have just survived a basic encounter. I don't know, they must be resilient to melee attacks and weak to certain magic attacks. I don't know. But, encountering them just like 20 minutes into a new game was extremely discouraging to this Western gamer. If I missed something here, let me know down in the comments, please. The open-ended design here provides gamers the ability to choose their starting character, aligning them to the level difficulty scenarios and separate storylines was something I'd missed entirely in my playthrough, as I originally chose a higher difficulty character unknowingly. It was really scratching my head why I was dying on the first encounters. What? But I get it. I suppose it definitely would help to extend the gameplay for those gamers who may buy one game a year who want to play through it in different scenarios. Choosing one of the 8 protagonists with completely different origins and backstories provides a unique experience for each one of those playthroughs. The Remastered Edition, originally released in 2022, has evolved areas, upscaled graphics, and numerous enhancements to improve playability. Which, honestly, I'm wondering how much new paint is needed for this game. I can't even remember if there had been like 4 or 5 remasters, releases, and remakes for this game. I just really have to ask. You know, is the core of this game really that engaging? It just feels like they're burning resources to bring the game to other new markets. Which, okay, mission complete. Can we lay this old soldier to rest now? The International Edition brings the game to new players, which is now fully playable in French, German, Italian, and Spanish. It just seems like this all could have been done with like a patch or a DLC pack to the previous remaster, adding additional language packs. I mean, it just came out 3 years ago, right?
No, that's impossible. We couldn't do that. We have to re-release a whole new game. Let's see here. That'll be about $50.
Now, I am going to openly admit that my negative demeanor towards this game is amplified by my love for the catalog of Squaresoft titles I grew up just loving. They built the foundation of what modern RPGs strive to be. Unfortunately, I can't say the same for Romancing SaGa Minstrel Song Remastered International. Obviously, this is a niche title aimed at a targeted audience and not for me. Get it? I spent most of my time grinding my character's levels and never got very far into the storyline. I feel like I was missing something as battling the same enemies for hours on end cannot be the experience Square was trying to relive here. I even reached out to my rep at Square Enix to see if I was missing something. To which I was told that Eastern RPGs can be intimidating to someone who has never played an RPG before. Okay, sure, I get it. I wouldn't give this to my kid and expect him to jump right in, but you're still not talking about me. What? The guy that grew up playing all the Square games as a child. What the fuck? I've played through over half of your Eastern RPGs, and I get the whole acronym system and the HP and MP and LP and DP, PB, XYZ. It's not even enough that I'm trying to declare myself as like a hardcore fan. God damn! Now for my scoring, I did give the game the benefit of the doubt that there is more gameplay here that opens up that I didn't see. I'm sure there's amazing storylines with delightful characters to be discovered that I was unable to see in the 8 hours I spent with the title, because I've seen Square do it before, just not here. If you have any tips or directions for the others, please leave them in the comments down below. As from what I experienced, it felt joyless in an uphill climb, all the way to the flat rating of 2
Beans out of 5.
Yeah, well, that wraps up that review right there. Here's some notes I took. Where I put the keys to the tractor.
I wish to...
So, you know we make these new review videos every week, so if you're an indie developer or there's something you want to see,
I'm going to be ramping up and slamming multiple titles a week through the end of the year.
let us know your thoughts and recommendations in the comments down below. Be sure to visit again next week
as we continue to take humorous stabs at some of the
Step into the
industry's
shoes
new
of Leonard
and
Nimby.
upcoming
Take on a
titles.
mission that has got ambition. 14
Safe out there. We'll see you next time on the farm.